Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and welcome to Breakout City, population my entire forehead. Today I am going to be doing a makeup look. I'm planning on doing a really signature look that I would normally do. Get into all of this. Great, so I'm gonna start by priming my face, e.l.f. primer because I'm cheap. I also have this lovely pore filler by NYX, and I might ditch this hat because it's itching. I don't know why it itches, but it does. Gucci. I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. Now that we can successfully scare all of our neighbors from our balcony, we're ready to continue. I've got my normal contouring color here, which is way too dark for my skin, but I spent money on it, so I've gotta use it. So I'm gonna take this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start sculpting out some eyebrows once I get this cat hair off of this. So I'm gonna take these oatmeal-y eyebrows and I'm gonna try to start sculpting something workable out of them. She's not bad. So I think what I'm gonna do, and I think I can solidly say what I'm going to do, is I'm gonna take some of my alabaster color. This is all Mayron cream blend sticks, by the way. That I use for my foundation, which there's more cat hair on these, and I wonder why my face itches every time that I put on drag. These are covered with a seal, and somehow, cat hair. I think ultimately the goal is to try to make this one look as snatched as that one. Wow, stunning. Never been done. So I've got a couple concealers that I think I'm gonna go in with, and a lot of NYX. This one is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. It's in the shade Fair. So I've got a lot of glue that's coming off for some reason. It's also fine. It's imprecise in the beginning and then it gets more precise later, and that's the nature of this beast. Wow, this one is in vanilla. I don't really know what I'm doing with this one. I have my regular tone makeup here. And this is normally my base foundation. So next I'm gonna take my contour, which as I mentioned earlier is way too dark for my skin, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start carving out the areas of my face that I like to get carved out. This is just some cheapy brush from Daiso. I don't even think I'm using it correctly, but such is life. Even when I'm doing boy makeup, I will contour my forehead. This is way too dark. Let's try to go in and lighten this up. Linda Evangelista, all of that. I have this powder by Ben Nye, and it's a white powder. It's garbage. It's awful and I hate it because it just makes everything white. It doesn't brush off. It gets really clumpy and disgusting. But when mixed with another pressed powder, it is not horrible. There's nothing that can be done about that. I'll have to fix it later. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my contouring colors. I'm gonna take this flat edge, I'm gonna take my medium brown color. I'm gonna use that to define this nose a little more. Gucci. I'm gonna go ahead and do eyeshadow now. And I'm gonna take my plum palette. I'm gonna start with kind of more of a nude color. I'm gonna stay in this lower palette. Oh, there's a big hair on my nose, it's itching. Where did my thing go? There it is. Well, I'm going to take some of this very, very, very light color here. It's got a tiny itty bit of shimmer. If I were to go out like this, people would think I'm crazy. I've got a couple different items here. This one is the Super Fat Eye Marker, the Epic Ink Liner from NYX, mascara from e.l.f. This is also mascara from e.l.f. Why I have two of these, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Eyeliner from e.l.f. So I'm gonna first take the Super Fat marker, start drawing on shapes. Do you see where my hood is? Generally I like to follow that. Sometimes I'll draw slightly above it, and it really just depends on the day. But where the hood is, it makes the most sense for my eye shape, because if I make it any smaller than where that hood is, then it starts to just look a little petrified and a little rotten, and I don't like that. So I make my wing bigger than where that depth is so that you can see it. Now that that's done, and I did put some extra white down here to help widen my eyes a bit, I am gonna take my e.l.f. liquid liner, and now basically what I'm doing is just covering over some of those spots that may be a little more translucent, and really just intensifying that black. I'm gonna go ahead and do an underline, and this is one of my favorite things forever. So this is the Wet n Wild pigment. It's just loose pigment, and this one is in You're My Boo. They had this during Halloween time. It's really, really nice because it's basically just like this glittery white. It's one of my favorite things because it helps cover up literally anything that I want it to. So I like having it to be a little more intense here, this white color, but I don't want it to be too much. And I like it to kind of have like a sparkle. So I like to take this loose pigment and basically just put it over this lightened area. It helps cover up my lines where I'm creasing really bad. And it's the solve all for any lines. And I do get a lot of lines here in my inner corner. So it's nice for that. It just covers those right up. And you just focus on the shimmer and the illusion of it all. I'm gonna go ahead and just swipe off all the remaining powder. And I've got this Epic ink liner in brown. The intention is that you're supposed to use this on as your wing. I am using it to define eyebrow hairs and make them have more of a severe shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. And still this eyebrow prevails as the better one. Although I do like the depth in this one better. Now I'm going in with a completely different color palette, and I'm gonna take these blues, and I'm basically just going to intensify the under eye. I'm not doing any color anywhere else, just there, with a very, very fine brush. And now I'm going in with that slightly darker blue, going through and just smoking out the end. Just literally hair everywhere. So I'm just gonna go back in with my fine tip NYX, and I'm gonna re-intensify this underline. Dazzling. Now with a dark matte lipstick. This is LA Colors. You can find it at Daiso. It's really, really good. I wouldn't knock it till you try it. It's really, really, it's actually very good. I'm gonna create a lip shape. Don't know what kind of lip. It's gonna be a lip. She's mysterious. I'm gonna mix some red into this. I actually really love this color. I just don't love it on its own. I always have to mix it with something. How's that? She's pretty. I'm gonna take my duochromatic illuminating palette, which they do not make anymore, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really sad about that. I'm gonna take this color here because I love it. Put it at the high points of my cheek. I look like Aunt Spiker or Aunt Sponge from James and the Giant Peach. And then I'm gonna take some of this blue because I'm feeling a little fancy today. I'm just gonna swipe that. And then I'm gonna take some of this peach and I'm gonna put that on the tip of my nose. Now, lashes, outfit, wig thing, and I'll be back. So this is the final look. I ended up not loving the way that the cheekbones were, so I did emphasize those just a bit more. I bought this fabric, I made this outfit on my own. It's really cute, it's got a little pleated skirt, it's fun, it's flirty, it's very like, I'm about to go to the next door neighbor and I'm gonna just do all kinds of nasty things to him. And I like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!